Today is the 13th of January. It's about 11:15 and 70 degrees. I just wanted to show this because we did not cover this tomato plant. So it's kind of amazing that it's still green. I figured it would be dead by now. And the fact that it's not surprising to me. This week we're supposed to be in the 70s for the highs, low 70s for the high temperatures, and the low temperatures are going to be in the high 30s to low 40s. So I have a full week of great weather. Yesterday I moved. No, not yesterday. Yesterday I did move a lantana that was in that pot over there up onto the hill. These petunias I moved a few days ago, and then I covered them just because I thought since I transplanted them that they might need a little bit of extra protection. So, and there's some snapdragons that are coming up too that I left in there, but that's one big petunia because that's one plant right there. And then I put two over here, and then there's some snapdragons coming up as well. So we covered the lemon tree, and I don't know if I think we could take that off too. I don't know if we will because it was hard to get on because it's so tall now, but we'll see. The bougainvilleas, not great looking because of the cold, but it's still alive, so. The hibiscus can handle that cold snap though. So yesterday my husband moved some rainwater that we had over on the side of the house because we're going to have some professionals come in and do some water mitigation around our house with the way our gutters are and stuff. So we moved stuff from the side of the house in case they show up to work this week. Look at my wildflowers. They're coming in good. And then let me see. I'm trying to think of what's different. I moved a set of garden soil. So there used to be two piles of garden soil there, and I've moved one of them, and I've put them back there where the shed is. And I'll probably move this other set today. And I'll probably start moving some of the manure. I have a place for it too that won't be here. And then I gotta find a home for my mulch. I pulled the petunias out of here, and then I'm gonna probably cut back this lavender a little bit, and then it's going up on the hill. Oh, that's what I should show. I did move that lantana into this dirt locker here, and it looks a little rough right now. I just moved it yesterday, so it's looking not quite happy. I might cover that the next couple of days. I don't know. We'll see. I do have some in the house that I've propagated, so if I lose a antenna, I might still be okay. So my husband pumped all this rainwater over here, and then I'm gonna use it to water the garden, and I can use that hose right there to pump it. So I'm gonna start doing that. And we moved, my husband finished cutting back the peppers right there, and so we covered those peppers, and all of these have been covered, and I'm not gonna uncover them. I'm gonna leave them winterized for a few months. And but what we did is we moved the compost tumbler that was there. So the composter is sitting here. We're gonna paint it probably some color close to the block wall just so it blends in, because I'm kind of liking that there isn't a bright red thing over there anymore. And we started taking down our tomato plants here, just because it makes it easier to work in this area if I get these tomato plants out of here. Looks like I've got one that's changing colors that I'll be able to grab though, so I probably will. We'll see. Anyway, there's plenty of room for my Vego bed, so I'm looking forward to doing that. So I'm gonna scoop up these rocks and filter them, you know, strain them, and get them ready to go back where the Vego bed won't be any longer. So right there, because this front Vego bed's going over into the garden. And so maybe I'll get that moved this week. That'd be nice if I could do that. We shall see. It depends. It's like, that's kind of back-breaking work, so I have to do it in spurts, fits and spurts. So we'll see how much I accomplish on that. Especially if I move a bunch of bags. Oh, I also moved garden soil over there too. That's the older stuff, so I kind of moved it out of that area so that I could put the newer stuff in. And yeah, so as I move all this stuff around, depending on what I get done, it's beautiful out right now. It is so warm. I love it. It's actually warmer here than it is in the house, probably. So I'm probably gonna take some flowers out of here. This might be dianthus, I don't know. If it is, I'm gonna move it with some petunias here over to the wind wheel over there, because I want to redo this bed too. I've got to put a bottom on there to keep the tree roots from taking over. They're bad in this. So that's kind of why I'm moving this, is to avoid having to continually do something about tree roots. Because this year I've got to do something with these two beds. I think since I've got so many projects going, I will only get to what do you call it? Rototill. I'll probably till these beds up so that I can get the roots out, the tree roots out of them. And that's all I'll manage this year. I'm not going to try to put any kind of bottom on them or do anything like that. just not enough time because I'm going to be starting my seeds in the house this coming week. Probably starting this weekend. So, we finally got all the water out of these boogers. Anyway, because I'm going to be planting seeds, I will be busy with that and not able to get to some other stuff. So anyway, I think it's going to be pretty with all the flowers in here once they start. I took all some of these petunias did have blooms on them, and I took the blooms off after I moved them. And I put some biotone in them, in the beds to give them some added fertilizer. And topped off the bed a little bit if I could. Some of it I couldn't do because I didn't want to disturb some of the snapdragons. Although snapdragons don't seem to mind being moved that much. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at. We're looking at converting our pool table there that we never play pool on, or we rarely play pool on that. We're looking at putting some wheels on the bottom of it and maybe using it as a work table greenhouse, a garden work table greenhouse. And so we're probably gonna, we haven't taken down our Christmas decorations back here. We did in the front yard, so we got that done, but back here we haven't yet. But we'll probably get this table so that it'll be more mobile. And then we're gonna move that fireplace, and then I'll have a larger work area and all sorts of stuff. So I'm looking forward to some of the stuff that we have that we're thinking about doing. It's gonna be fun. Anyway, that's my garden diary. Today is the 6th of January, and we're preparing for a frost this weekend. And my husband trimmed back several of the pepper plants. That's why we have those Charleston bells and some serranos. And we covered the 4x8 bed today so that those peppers are protected. We don't have the serranos completely trimmed back yet, but maybe tomorrow. And then most of these tomatoes came from the bed down by the shed in the garden. But a handful of them or so were from the GreenStalk that is by the jacuzzi. So we were looking at the shade cloth today, and we think we're probably just going to leave that shade cloth in place, not take it down. So anyway, that's what happened on the 6th of January. I'm amazed that we're still getting produce.